my miniature ratchet with a 10mm socket. That's what I'm gonna use. Trying to screw that for safety precaution. We're gonna be replacing the radiator and the fan motor, the whole fan assembly. And I'm gonna even change the thermostat. So now I took out the negative terminal just for safety precaution. What I did was I jacked both sides up using the jack stands and the jack. You can see I did this side as well. Now that I took the tire off, it just gave me easier access for the drip pan. And as you can see, that tube right there is where the fluid is going to come out at. This tube right there. And see that knob right above it? Supposed to just turn it. But it don't look like I have fluid in my thing right now. So I guess my fluid already ran out.
Well, I feel for you right now.
Bam, there we go. I'm gonna let all that fluid fall out of there. Okay, so now that all the fluid is drained from the hose, I closed it back up. Well, not yet, but I'm going to next. I'm going to take the air intake filter system or whatever you want to call it off, just to get it out the way. Makes it a lot easier to access this here. Now right here, what we're going to do is we're going to remove the air filter. So before you do that, you have 3 little pop screws. As you can see, mine is missing already, but hey, it don't matter, it still covers what it needs. So once you remove that, now you have left this part. I don't know the name of it, but I know I need to move it out the way. So in order to move that out the way, what I did was I used my flathead screwdriver, and you press down right here. You press down and you try to loosen it, and if you can't, you can take this and try to pry it a little bit, not too much because you don't want to scratch or damage your part, and then boom, it comes off just like that. Next, what I would like to do is unscrew my hose. Thank God they got this kind. I need to replace these here too the same way because these can be held. These here are much easier to deal with. So if you ever decide to put on any kind of tire or whatever, these here are highly recommended. That should be loose enough. Yep, that's loose enough. After that, just pop these. Reason I asked you to take this loose, or you don't really have to, you can leave it alone and just move it out the way, and which I'm gonna do, just less hassle, struggle, or whatever anyway. So that was the next step. So the next step is to remove the entire air filter system. Well, not system, but housing or whatever it's called. It's just a DIY. So you take your 10 millimeter socket and wrench it. Well, 10 millimeter socket, and I have my mini ratchet, which is very handy in small areas. And you just unloosen it. And you do the same for this one here, that one there, this one right here. Do the same thing. Yeah, I learned how to do all this on my own and watching other YouTube videos too, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? So I graduated from YouTube University. What they call them, I'm becoming a magna cum laude in my class. You know what I'm saying? Man, remove the whole housing system. Get it out the way, make it easier to access the radiator and the fan assembly. And also, don't forget that I'm going to change my thermostat as well. What I'm going to do, you can take whatever you want. I took the lineman's pliers. I got some needle nose pliers around here somewhere. I don't know where they went, but you can use the needle nose pliers as well, regular pliers. You use them. You clamp this together, and you slide it down. Once you slide it down, see, the pipe should be able to wiggle. It's gonna come out. You're gonna do the same thing for this one. Once you get this down, it's gonna wiggle and come out. Next, what I did was I unscrewed this since I was already up top. I unscrewed this before I went down to the bottom. Now at the bottom, this hose, it has the same clamp like this, but it's down here on both of these hoses here. It's the same clamp, and you can use your needle nose, your pliers, your lineman pliers, or whatever best for you. Right here, you see it right there. And once I loosen that, I have 3 screws at the bottom. I'm going to show you next. At the bottom, this is the hose I was talking about. You're going to unloosen that hose and take it off of here, and slightly along is another hose, which is this one right here. You're going to unclamp that one the same way and pull it off of there, which is underneath the radiator. Once you do those, you have you see this bolt? You have 3 bolts like that down here that you're gonna unloosen. Once you unloosen those bolts and pull all of the tubes off, you're gonna be able to lift the radiator and the alternator both at the same time. So now I'm loosening everything, took this out, I'm loosening this. Unfortunately, this one here chopped off. I don't know what I'm gonna do about it, but I'm gonna figure it out. So now I take these off, and I should be able to loosen this up. Got that off. And it should be able to come up. screws at the bottom. Some parts there.
Okay.
Now, as you see, oh, this is my whole radiator and fan assembly. Look at that, man. That.
Hold on.
Right here, this is the thermostat that I'm going to replace underneath the housing. This is what I'm going to use, my mini socket and a 12mm wrench, a socket, wrench, whatever. I don't know the name of some of these tools, so I just use them. I know what it's used for. So you got these two, and there's one underneath right here. You can't really see it, but you can feel it. And once you unscrew that, which I'm about to do now. I gotta get my extension. Should make it a lot easier. That was known pretty tight. So that didn't go right. Oh, it's loose. Man, I had to break it to get loose, but it's loose. But another method, you could have got like an 11mm because the 12 seemed like it was too big for it down there. Or it might have fit it just loose, but you would use a 12. Now the tricky part for me was having to try to pry it. But it came off easy. And bam. I'm gonna try to get it now and change it out. It really don't look like it needs to be changed. But because I replaced my whole assembly and everything, I'm still replacing it. And if it's good, I might just keep it for future reference, you know.